Eastern?
Yeah, noon Eastern. What's up, guys? Welcome. This is the Daily Lee. This is going to be like a new thing for me every single day at 12 o'clock Eastern time. We are going live from the page. It's been like 3 years that I've been going live. I've been going live from my personal page, but I've always been inconsistent with it. And so I've made a commitment to be here for you at the same time every single day, to keep it short, to keep it concise, and to give you massive value in like 15 minutes. So welcome to the show here. If you want to know about my sales process, I'm talking about the end of the sales process, the close, the roadmap to get the deal. One thing I hate more than anything is acting as an unpaid consultant. Ugh. There is absolutely nothing worse than putting your hard work into helping somebody out, having their best interest in heart, only to have them question you as the best solution. See, if you truly believe in your product and service, then you'll do whatever it takes to not be an unpaid consultant. You'll do whatever it takes to get that customer certain in your value. See, this is a transfer of trust when someone decides to do business with you. And what up, John Thompson? How you doing, bro? Welcome, my man. He's from the Ozarks. If you're in Missouri, you need to hit up my private client, John Thompson, because these guys, not only are they pilots, not only are they large loss bosses, but they have this niche, this really rich community in the Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri, with some of the largest residential projects. He's got a small, just really efficient team. So if you're in Missouri, you want to connect with John Thompson. But that being said, this morning I let a friend of mine, what up, Mike Schmidt? How you doing, bro? Come in here and help a little bit with the roofing sales process. And his name's Landon Smith. He joined our RCA. He started with Quick Roofing 2 years ago. Landon, come over here. Landon sold how many roofs did you sell? 196 roofs in 1 year. And it's a fundamentals thing, but he did it through building a network. And basically over here on the 10 steps to his sales process, this is basically what you have to do in roofing. You got to find the client, you got to inspect the roof, you got to get the claim initiated, you got to get the contingency agreement. What up, John Franco? That being said, the contingency agreement is a guarantee that we will not charge more than what the insurance company pays, that contingent upon approval will do your work, and that we'll get the whole process started, meet the insurance adjuster. All we need is this commitment. And so you go through each of these like conventional steps, but this is actually the fundamentals of being a roofing contractor, meeting the adjuster. One of the parts of the sales process we teach is completing an offer and having an estimate ready for that adjuster, and teaching our salespeople to be disciplined. So a lot of the training has to be about being prepared for this day, this number 4. This number 5 is about the build contract. The build contract has to be specific with a dollar amount, with many things like a price and a selling price broke down for all different trades. You know, this is like the fundamentals of roofing, but it's still not talking about the close. So I wanted to get through the fundamentals of roofing first. Scheduling the trades and the purchase order, like a good sales rep makes it easier for everybody whenever he can complete his own work orders, when he can like have a completed file, do a good takeoff. And so what we try to teach people is how to do sell, build, collect. Not everybody is a good hybrid. Some people are just contract signers. Some people are just marketers as far as like canvassers, but some people are like the real deal. I call them the TRD. And these guys, they know how to create their own material work orders, like Devin Allen, Ben Machaca. These guys, they know how to create their own material orders, and they know how to lead up. And even though you're not in charge, production is in charge in distributing the labor and delivering the material orders. You're kind of like keeping that communication involved, because the communication between you and the customer and the production department and that customer is going to make you decide if you're going to get a referral and an enjoyable experience. Of course, when it's done, it's about being there, being available for the customer, but more importantly, having that supplement in, getting a final invoice to the insurance company, getting a customer to sign off on a statement of completion, and then get paid by the actual roofing company. So that's actually the roofing sales process. Now, I want to talk to you about like not necessarily the fundamentals of roofing, but how to not be an unpaid consultant. And I would tell you that most of the time, if you're out there knocking doors and you're not getting past the objection, what you're not doing is you're not interrupting the customer's pattern. You're not finding a way to drop down his guard. A lot of times we drop names in the neighborhoods. There's an audience in here, guys. Say hello. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We're teaching in here. We've got private clients. Ryan Moorhurst is in here from Colorado. Okay. He's going to go from 2.5 million to 10 million this year, but in his second year, 2.5 million. Still a great job. You know, we've got right here, this guy sold 141 roofs his first year, man. Jarhead Construction out of Central Illinois. You got to look these guys up. They're here learning, and I'm teaching you at the same time. So what I want to do is I want to teach you how to interrupt the pattern. And that means that, you know, you have to be enthusiastic at the doorstep. You have to be able to look at everything around you, an environmental like sticker on the back of someone's car, something that signifies what college that they like, something that might signify their political stance. It doesn't really matter how that you can find an alignment, but what you can do is you can interrupt their pattern by making them know, like, and trust you quick. You only have 30 seconds. That's why there's actually 32 different videos in the door-to-door objection series for the guys to train in. Have you seen that door-to-door objection series? It's something that you can practice in all the time. You probably, right here, the truth about closing for contractors is y'all don't ask the right questions. You don't ask enough questions, and you start selling before you find the key problem. See, the customer, okay, has to know they're hungry before they eat. They have to know the roof is going to cost them money. They have to know that there is existing damage, and they have to get rid of their old belief systems about contractors. A lot of times contractors in the past have let them down. Maybe a door-to-door salesperson had let them down. Maybe their insurance company has really done a good job advertising to them, and they think they're like a good neighbor, or they think they're in good hands with their insurance company. So what we want to do is we want to investigate, what's this person's biggest concern? What's this person's biggest problem? What's their thoughts about roofing contractors? What's their thought about their insurance company? What's their thought about, you know, out-of-pocket expense and future money out of their pocket on their property? So I would tell you, like, the hardest questions to ask, like, are, hey, look, do you take care of everything outside? Are you capable of getting this done today if we can show you some value? When you're asking the man of the house that, when you go further down the sales process, he can't tell you that he needs his wife to make a decision because he's already took ownership of it in the sales process, that he is the decision maker. And so you can just simply set yourself up for the close with no pressure by asking the right questions there. But one thing that I teach, and I think that in order to separate yourself in the marketplace, you got to invest into your clients. You got to be willing to do more than your competition. You got to make it so that the competition goes right past you. And whenever you get 10 quotes, let's say I was to call up 10 insurance companies to get quotes, there would probably only be like 3 or 4 people that give me like professional written proposals. There'd probably be a couple on the back of a business card. There'd probably be some verbal quotes. There probably would be like maybe some handwritten, scratched out on a piece of estimate paper. But the truth is like we teach our clients, our salespeople, to take the right pictures, to document what could happen as far as like if they didn't get a property. Like a lot of things on roof that people miss, it's not just hail damage, it's all the problems with the roof, the cracking, the nails that are exposed, the pipe jacks that could be leaking, and a cracking pipe jack that's falling apart around the 3-in-1. I mean, that to me is going to make the customer feel like their roof is falling apart, and it's going to build value in the fact that most people don't deliver pictures to their customers. So we teach people to get a written proposal in front of each customer during each sale. And if you can get the photos, a description of work, you don't have to give them a price. But if you know how to use price to take price out of the equation, then you can beat any one of these insurance restoration salespeople who won't give a customer a price. And so I have a guy here, and right now, he's in a market that he's not having to do a lot of competition in. So there's like no reason to give somebody a bid. So if there's no reason to give somebody a bid and they're completely okay with the pre-trial close, which is going to be, if I can get your insurance company to pay for this and it's not going to cost you more than your deductible, will you let me move forward and do your roof? If they say yes and you have no problem, it's not a big deal. But if they say, hey, I'm not sure about it, what's it going to cost? How's it going to affect me? I know a couple other guys. I'm going to get a few more bids. This is when you have to invest. And come over here, Landon, real quick. Get on screen, because this is an important political stance here. All right. There's a lot of roofers out there that think that they shouldn't give an estimate, right? Right. And you worked for a couple different sets of ideas about how you should sell. Different processes. What was your best year?
Best year was 2017.
2017, what were the statistics on that year?
On that year, that was probably about 30% retail, 70% claim. Probably half of my business was referral network.
And how many bids, estimates, written proposals did you give out?
70-80% of the files that I touched. A lot of them start with a bid as a contractor only, and then you can build value from there. So
what happens if you have to raise the bid a little bit?
It's just changes and options. It's listening to your customer. It's adding different processes, products, materials.
Do you ever get locked into a price because you give them a price?
No, because the scope of work can always change.
Mm-hmm.
The value of, are we working for price out of your pocket versus value in your claim is going to change. So
why do you think that the people in the insurance world have a hard time giving people a price?
I think they think they're going to give something away.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to burst a bubble, and they don't have the selling capability to provide value.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are paper pushers, and they're looking for the easy way. You know, they're looking to sign up a claim, sign here's my profit margin, and now I work it all.
Where'd you learn to sell roofs? What market?
Dallas-Fort Worth.
Hardest market in America.
Shark Tank.
You could be 18th guy to the doorstep. You could be sitting at the kitchen table where 10 other roofers have been there. How do you win those jobs? By saying, I'm going to meet your adjuster. It's only going to cost you what your insurance company pays.
Sounding exactly like everybody else? No, you got to show up and you got to be different. You got to be honest. You got to step outside the boundaries and not sound like the 18 other guys that have showed up.
Right.
You know, I build rapport, I give them options, and I'm truthful. I'm a contractor first. I'm insurance restoration specialist when you need me to. Awesome.
Landon's an authority on social media. He's here doing some in-person help, and he's going to be a part of Sky Diamonds and RRCA for 2019. It's a big stuff. Welcome to the squad. You're going to be seeing him more in the elite group, but investing into your clients, investing into your clients is the secret that no one else teaches you. Okay. This is not a hardcore sales strategy. This is literally a culture of discipline that we actually spend time educating our customers, that we give written proposals, that we're willing to be transparent with the people that we're actually at their most important investment. So this is actually where the close happens. And I got this from the Wolf of Wall Street. It's about instilling certainty. And certainty comes, of course, from you, your company, and your process. That's where every single objection comes from. They're either uncertain about you, they're uncertain about your company, or they're uncertain about your process. And you, if you don't have the look, if you're not sharp, if you don't look them in the eye, if there's anything that's not normal about you, then you need to work on your basic sales skills and your basic sales fundamental. I mean, the better you look, the better that you sell, the more confident that you are. But really, you have to look people in the eyes, and you have to be really, really listening with your whole body and your whole attention. And that's really kind of how you kind of get that trust factor. It's where that transfer of trust, when you actually listen. Second of all, right, your company. You need to have for your salespeople and for you a great idea of what makes your company unique. In the Denver market, Ryan Moorhurst actually does more TPA work directly for commercial insurance companies. He's got the ability to deliver on high-end residential jobs, on commercial jobs, and he will deliver a unique experience because he's got experience working with insurance companies. He will get them to pay exactly what they want, exactly what he wants, and he'll put that back to you in a better property value. And that's why you should use Ryan Moorhurst out of Blue Ribbon Exteriors, Colorado Springs, over any other contractor in Colorado. See, if you just said, we've been in business since 1993, A+ rated with the BBB. You should use this because we have the best price. You should use this because we're GAF Master Elite. All those things, I want you to say to yourself, can I say so what after everything that I say? Like, you're a member of the BBB. So what? You're a GAF Master Elite. So what? These are all good things to talk about your company, but what's unique? And how does your agreements with customers, like our agreements is we don't charge more than what the insurance company allows. We give an upfront competitive price, that we stand behind every job that we ever do. We have lifetime roof assurance. And this is what we promise, 100% customer satisfaction. So, obviously that's not always there, but it does instill certainty in the sales process whenever you kind of have this practice of what's unique about your company. And so I want you to write down right now what you think is unique about your company, and start reiterating into the mirror in the morning, these things that you can use to separate yourself from the competition. All right. Whenever, the customer says, you know what, my brother-in-law is a roofer. I don't want to sign this contract. I don't really want to do anything right now. What that really means is maybe they don't trust you enough. Maybe you haven't built enough value in your credibility. Maybe they want to go with someone local. And so that's where you got to show them, not tell them, your references. You got to carry around your case studies. You got to have this slide deck or pitch deck that builds certainty in your company, which is what we have here. I wish I had one handy, but it's got our license, our insurance, how we deal with insurance companies, basically our sales process, everything. And we provide this to our private clients. So that being said, the last part of that is building certainty in your process, whether it's meeting the adjuster, how you prepare for the adjuster with the completed offer, whether how it's managing your jobs or the type of roof that you're installing. Get good at explaining this process. And what I want you to do is during the close, during when you're practicing this close, record yourself on voice memo. And a lot of these recordings are actually going to be used in future marketing print, because all salesmanship is marketing and video and print. The best things that you can do to create marketing content, if you don't like the type, is actually just to take a tape recorder into a sales pitch, to record that sales pitch, and to put it into print. And so the last part is to get the ink. And this is the problem that most salespeople have. They don't know how to continually ask for, this is the reason why people that are smart maybe aren't the best salespeople. I mean, you got to be having this ability to overcome adversity. And whenever they tell you no, what that means is that they don't have enough certainty in you, your company, your process. And you need to ask them questions. You need to re-loop back to investigate. You need to find out where the uncertainty lies. Let them give you their complaint. Let them give you their reasoning, and then loop back into building certainty on everything that you need. So guys, look, this is kind of a combination of 50,000 doors, 10,000 kitchen tables, closing Grant Cardone, spending time with Jordan Belfort's right-hand man, being a part of Russell Brunson's inner circle. I'm a student of the game, and in the blue-collar close, I don't think anyone can teach you better. I'm actually a roofing contractor that goes out, that knocks on $1 million deals, that closes jobs like Grant Cardone's for $1 million in profit or more. But this blue-collar close right here, I want to actually talk to you about, if you're a blue-collar business owner, in my private suite at the 10X Growth Con. If you don't know Grant Cardone, if you don't know my background or history, we have private clients that are in here for our fly-in Fridays. Our private clients get, an immersive experience into an office, into meeting the people that make my office a success, because that's all you need is good people. But you're going to get to see John Maxwell, Grant Cardone, Steve Harvey actually, and I'm going to interpret it for the roofing business. We're going to basically talk about how you can get your salespeople executing the blue collar close. Landon's going to be there. And on the other side of this blue collar close, there's the roofing sales process, which is more like a roofing build process. And so there's 10 steps to Landon's process here that walks you through everything in the roof customer journey. But this blue collar close, it's actually relatable to any home service business, any type of company out there. This is literally what we do. After knocking 50,000 doors and getting punched in the face, I love to interrupt people's attention. I call it the pump fake. Pump fake. I pump fake them when they're in the streets. When they're in the streets and they're driving by me and they make eye contact, that's all I need. And if you're not pump faking people as they drive by you, then you're not hardcore door to door. And you need Sky Diamonds University. Your sales team needs Sky Diamonds University. You need to jump on a call. You need to get an immersive environment like 10X Growth Con, like the Closers Only Suite, so that you can pull out that wolf of Roof Street inside of you, So look, I don't know who the top 5 people that you're spending the most time with, but they're not me. And you should spend more time with people that bring your circle game up, that help you see things from a different perspective. What I want you to do is schedule a call. We're going to find the holes in your business. We're going to invite you to the 10X Growth Con. We're going to see if you qualify to be one of our private clients. Now, not everybody qualifies to be one of my private clients. You got to have a business. You got to have your shit together. You got to know the basics. We go through 3 different phases: sales, marketing, and operations. This is my close. This is my sales process. I can train your sales team daily in Sky Diamonds University. But what you need to do right now is take a serious look about what you want. Do you want to continue to do what you've been doing, or do you want something different? Okay. And are you willing to let that hard-earned money do what it's supposed to do and go to work for you, just like it does for Warren Buffett, just like it does for Mark Cuban? So pull that phone out of your pocket right now. If it's in your pocket, schedule a call, go free 15 minutes and see if, you qualify to be a private client. We'll invite you to the 10X Growth Con. We'll be happy to work with you. I'm very, very excited. I got to keep this brief. I got to end this now. I've got more private clients that need help. But the blue collar close is in a course called The Truth About Closing for Contractors, and it's an hour long. Have you seen that course? Oh, you got to get in that course, bro. It's my best sales training course. It's a course that I spent $1,000 just creating that one course alone. We put hundreds of thousands of dollars into putting me inside of an online university so I can train you every single day in your business. If you want more information of that, it starts with a phone call right now. Just schedule a call to talk with me and we'll be happy to help. All right, guys, y'all kill it today. Have a good day. Later. Gotta figure out how to get out of here.